Hi guys, welcome to week 3, February 16th and 17th of small group curriculum. And this week we are going to be talking about the feeding of the 5,000 and how Jesus performed this miracle, just using what this little boy had and what he brought. And so most of you are really familiar with this story. And so the idea is just talking about how God can use whatever we have if we are willing to give it up. And so how we can be generous in the small ways, but we can also think big when we give. So we're going to be talking about a few of those things. So for first grade, one of the things that you're going to have is this Rebus Retell, it's called. And so the kids are going to do, they're going to do this in a large group setting. And so it's a reading. And so basically they're just going to do different motions. And they're going to go really big when you say the word large. And they're going to crouch down really low when you say the word small. So for example, they'll say the crowd is too large. And they all jump up and be really big. If we brought enough bread for each person to have just a small bite and then have them crouch down when you said small, it would cost more than a year's pay. So this is something you can do with first grade. Also, you have paper bags to give each child. They can decorate these to look like the basket that the little boy had, or if they want to do something else with them, that is fine. And they're each going to get these cards that parts of the verse, and so they can put the verse together. They can also color these cards, and so obviously some of our first graders can read well, some of our first graders can't read at all, so there are numbers up in the corner if they need help with that. So this will be something that they can take home, so you can review the verse as a group and then send them home with these items. Make sure that they do put their name on the bag. And then for second grade, you guys have a movement activity this week as well. So each child can get a fish card, and there's also bread cards. And so you're going to divide your group into 2 teams and run a little relay. And so they're going to put 2 cards on a plate. And they're going to run down to your predetermined area and run back. And the first one back gets to answer a verse and then go again. So they're going to be going back and forth. Answer a verse? Answer a question about the story. So there's some different ones, like how many people needed to be fed? Who did Jesus use to feed the people? What was in the boy's lunch? So some different questions. All right, and then you also have some discussion questions on the back that you can talk through and definitely have good conversation with that. And then as far as Elevate goes, one of the things you're going to be doing is you're going to give each child a piece of paper and talk about how the piece of paper has 4 corners, but you want them to cut as many corners as they can in 30 seconds. So for example, if you cut this off here, now you have 2 corners here instead of just the one on this side. So they can keep cutting, and so then now you're going to have more and more. So see how many they can cut in a certain number of time, and then when you get to the end of the 30 seconds, you can talk through how many corners that you have, and just talk about how doing something super simple is sort of like what happened with Jesus. He took something very small and he made it into something big. And so sometimes it doesn't matter what we start with, it's how we use it that we can do something big with it. And then also your Pray and Dismiss is something on here that you can have the kids write something really small, a small way that they could help others this week, that they could serve others, that they could do something for someone else. And so have them write it really small, so kind of only they know what it is. But then on the flip side, have them write something big that they want to do with their life. Like, what's something inspiring that you want to do for others as a way to serve? So this is in the Pray and Dismiss activity with the Elevate kids. All right, I hope you guys have a great week, and keep praying for your students that are coming this weekend, and I'll be praying for you guys as well. I'll see you soon. Have a great day.